Article says Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is still in development, according or promises COO. Well, last I heard, this game was canceled like a while ago. So it's very interesting to read this. It says Saber Interactive's recent announcement of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 3. Dude, Space Marine 2 isn't even a year old yet. And it is a great game, but it is not even a year old yet. How about some DLC and some new maps? Maybe even some new modes? Have people spend more time in Space Marine 2 rather than just pumping out the third one so soon. This is the same thing they did with Titanfall. Like, Titanfall 1 was groundbreaking, and then they immediately released Titanfall 2, and it basically just the same game, and everyone was just kind of like, yeah, I mean, this is fine, I guess. But it's like the same game. You just paid another $60 for it, and this will probably be, $70, as is the new standard, unfortunately. Despite the announcements of another game, Tim Willits explained that previously announced games like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic are still in active development. Okay, so they are still working on it. A large number of games announced by the studio and recently, including, are they doing the new Avatar? The Assassin's Creed style Avatar? I'm kind of excited for that, but it's one of those wait and see type of things. Jurassic Park, Turok, and more. Saber hasn't dropped any announced game at the time of writing. This was published 11 hours ago for me. So, in a statement, fans on Twitter, Saber's chief creator urged fans that no announced titles have been scrapped at the studio. Okay, so they're still maybe working on it? I mean, if he says they're still working on it, they probably are, but that's a lot of projects. I mean, I don't know how big the studio is, but yeah, I don't know. That feels like a lot of projects they're working on. Development studios do better when their focus is much more narrow. One of the largest independent developers in the world, Saber and CEO explained, we are working on numerous games across many different genres. Everything that we have talked about is still in development. We will share information on upcoming games when we have something cool to share. Okay, so this kind of just sounds like a, don't worry guys, we're not bankrupt, we're still working on everything. Don't worry. Like, I wasn't worried until you made this article. Now I'm a little worried. Like, what is there not to be worried about? Thought Space Marine 2 was great. Like, I played it. I played through it. It was fun. It's a little short, but I mean, the combat, everything was fantastic. One of the studio's most important titles outside of the just announced Space Marine 3, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, has been in development for years. I mean, that's what we keep hearing. This is exactly what we keep hearing. But then a few months ago, we heard that it was closed. So I don't know. Been non-existent for the title. Nevertheless, Saber's still actively working on Knights of the Old Republic. I'm going to call it KOTOR because that's what everyone calls it. Alongside a slew of other games, while it may still be years until we see... Yeah, see, they did it too. So we see KOTOR hit some shelves. There's still hope that we will see real gameplay sometime soon. I mean, it would be nice, but I feel like this might be the last thing they're working on. They probably have like 2 dudes working on it, and everyone else is rushing Space Marine and the Jurassic Park, the big titles. Like, Star Wars is huge, but the Old Republic isn't that big. Like, they got the MMO, which, has a decent fan base still, but for the most part, the Old Republic really isn't there. I like them though. I think they're fantastic. The next game to release is John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. What? I've never heard of this. A cross-platform co-op first-person shooter inspired by the infamous 80s movie, set to release later this year. What? Maybe games like World War Z and Space Marine 2 will continue to be supported. I mean, supported, but how about updated? Like, I know World War Z was pretty popular too, because they did the movie and everything too. And like, the game, I watched some gameplay. It looked pretty fun. Like, why not just do DLC for these? I don't understand. Looks like that's the end of the article. Oh no, they have a little more. Remake might be with a new developer if new reports are to be believed. According to Bloomberg, development is no longer being led by the tech. Okay, so they changed studios. As per an anonymous person familiar with the change, development is now being led by Saber Interactive. Okay, so they changed it from the Texas studio and gave it to Saber. Well, I thought Saber was independent. Specifically Specifically, they say it's been moved to one of Saber Interactive's Eastern European studios at the time of writing. See, they just called them independent up there, but they got multiple studios? What? Ember Bracer Group haven't commented on the report. They did, however, seemingly allude to the change during an investor call last week. Last Thursday, the company gave a vague statement which didn't identify the Old Republic directly, so they're leaving it open in case they want to scrap it down the line. One of the group's AAA projects has transitioned to another studio within the group. This was done to ensure the quality bar is where we need it to be for the title. Okay. Remake was first formally revealed to the world back in September of last year. Yeah, first formally revealed, but they've been teasing this for, I want to say, like 5 years now. Reveal came as part of PlayStation Showcase that month, confirming the game would be a PlayStation 5 console exclusive. However, it will also be launching on PC as well. Wait, what? It's a PlayStation 5 console exclusive. However, it will also be launching on PC. Make it make sense. Not too much was given away about the project except for Aspyr's intentions or rebuilding it from the ground up with the latest tech to match the groundbreaking standard of innovation established by the original, all while staying true to its revered story. Honestly, just update the graphics and re-release. Like, the game was fine. It was old, but it was fine. I don't understand. However, the project seemingly ran into trouble earlier this year. A loss of reports may put a dampener on those hoping for a release date anytime soon. Alright, so basically, it'll be out in a long time. I mean, that's basically what I expected. Alright, well, I guess that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Please give me a like and sub if you want more, and I'll see you down the path, gamers.